Hey guys! So today I'm doing my glam look and I decided to go with a smoky eye and a light pink lipstick. Now I am putting on my primer, concealer, foundation, and powder. So stay tuned for that, and then I'm going to go in with my contour and then start on eyes.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still finish and run, yeah, yeah. Memory lane isn't that too far away from our hearts, yeah, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow, we should breathe slow, we should breathe slow. We should breathe slow.
Oh yeah, by the way, I am wearing my insert name here, and it is the Maya pony. I just attach it to my hair in a ponytail, and it extends my hair way down to like my waist. And then I am also wearing my satin flower dress from Fashion Nova, which I ordered probably back when coronavirus just started, and I have yet to wear out. So I've just been wearing it in my TikTok videos, or like today, just trying to, get the feel of how I'll like wearing it when I go out. And just because I wanted to look glamorous while I'm doing my glam makeup. Also, in my top right picture, I have my new necklace from Julia.com, and they sell really nice sterling silver jewelry, and I have an allergy to gold, which is really crazy, I know, but I can only wear sterling silver, and it says my name on the necklace because I love myself. Just kidding. It's because I do love myself, but like I want people to know my name. If they see me, they're not gonna be like if I wear my husband's name, they're gonna be like, is your name Jake? I'm like, no, my name isn't Jake. I told him though that I would get like an anklet with his name on it or something, or a bracelet, or maybe like a locket. That'd be cute with our pictures on the inside. And I really love this look. Like, it's my favorite so far, but it is time consuming. That's why this video is a little bit longer. I definitely would not do this every day because it takes a lot of time, a lot of makeup, and yeah, I don't really go anywhere to wear this look. When me and my girlfriends do go out, it's like once a month, maybe twice a month, and we just go to the bar, and most of the time we're really dressed up compared to everybody else at the bar, so it is just a little bit too much for the bar. Maybe for like a club or a wedding, I don't know. So I figure since we have some time to kill until we get to the good stuff, I'm just gonna do a story time. I guess we'll do the story about my ex that I was in love with back in high school. This guy, I definitely thought that we were going to get married, and he told me that he wanted to get married to me, like, eventually, and we were only like 18 at the time, so it was kind of like, what? Why are you talking about that already? But I was like a naive teenager, I guess, and we went to school together, and I remember I met him like maybe 3 years prior, and I thought he was the biggest jerk I've ever met in my life. I was like, I don't like that guy. He's such a jerk. And I avoided him as much as I could. And then senior year, I was like, oh, you seem pretty nice. I even told him, I was like, I thought you were a jerk this whole time. He's like, what? Why? And I was like, I don't know, you just seem like a jerk. And he's like, I'm one of the nicest people. And I'm like, we'll see about that. And, he was Christian, so a lot of times he let me know that he's saving himself for marriage and all that. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, I didn't care. Most of the time when I'm in a relationship, I like to get to know somebody before doing anything like that with them anyways, because you need to build trust and a bond with that person first. So I was fine with that. And one time we were hanging out in his truck after school, and I noticed there was like a little sticky note that had like a girl's name on it, and I was like, who's that? And he's like, oh, that's just my friend. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. And then he's like, don't worry about it. Well, a couple months go by, and we're still dating. We FaceTime all the time. We're saying I love you at this point. So I got him like a really like kind of extravagant, for only dating for 3 months, Christmas gift. And I definitely spent way too much. And I wrapped it all up in like Justin Bieber wrapping paper, because he hated Justin Bieber and I love Justin Bieber, and I thought it was hilarious. And when he opened it, he was like, this is too much. Why'd you buy all this stuff? Because I bought him like a Hollister jacket, like Hollister beanie, like different things that, I thought, oh, he'd probably really like that. Well, it was kind of sad because I brought it out to his truck and he opened it all, and like he didn't even give me anything, like nothing, not even like a candy or something. Like, what? Like, you knew you're coming over here to open a gift for Christmas. You didn't give me anything. I mean, I understand if like you didn't have the money for it or whatever, but it's just like the thought that counts in my eyes, because I'm like so caring in that way. Like, I definitely always go overboard, but I have to work on that, because a lot of times people can't do the same, or they don't think about it, or they aren't as caring as I am. So it's like, I don't want to force them to do it if they really don't want to. So I just have to accept that about people, and accept that I am too caring, or just try to work on it, not do so much. So anyways, like maybe like 2 weeks later or so, we both ended up getting our first jobs, and at fast food restaurants, and we didn't really see each other that much. And at the time, I was really kind of stressed out a lot, and so maybe I wasn't as nice as I was in the beginning. Who knows what happened, but we ended up drifting apart, and then broke up. But it's just kind of crazy, like how things like that happen, where you think you're gonna marry this person, you talk about it, you're so head over heels in love, and then now you're like, I can't even imagine my life without my significant other. Now we both have different people that we're married to, and it's like, I can't even imagine what it would have been like. I'm so happy that it didn't continue. Like, that's obviously God's work, and he it's fate. Like, we were just a temporary thing, and it was like, maybe it was our learning relationship of what not to be or what not to do, and it helped better our future selves for our relationships now. But yeah, I'm like, that's so crazy how things like that work out. And you can't be mad about it. Like, why would you be mad about it? Who cares? I was probably upset. I was really heartbroken in the beginning. I was like freaking out, crying all the time, and never thought I'd meet anybody. And I was like, oh, like, I want everybody to know, if you do get broken up with, it's not your fault. It's not you. And it really is okay. And you will find somebody else. Like, it feels like the end of the world in the moment, but it definitely is not. In fact, that was probably the beginning of my life becoming better. And ever since I met Jake, my husband now, my life has been so much better. Like, we had foster kids, and they still come over. Like, they're basically like we're like their second parents in a way. We, not like full parents, but like step parents or something. I don't know how to explain it. We're foster parents, so we still have a connection with them. We still take care of them a lot, and we still spend a lot of time with them, and we really enjoy it. Like, we don't ever complain about them being over. We love having them. Like, it's like a joy for them to come over, so we will never not let them come over. And we really want to have our own family soon, but it is hard because I have PCOS, so I have to get my health in order, which is my next goals, my next plan of action, and working with my doctor to get that figured out so that I can carry a baby. And even though we want to have our own child, we do want to adopt also, so maybe one adoption and one carrying, or both adoption if I can't carry. And that's not like a backup plan or anything. We've always wanted to do that, and adoption isn't a backup plan anyways. That's always an option. If you ever want to adopt, I suggest doing it, because there's a lot of children that need supportive, loving parents and homes and safe places to be. So if that ever comes up in your mind that you want to adopt or even just foster, it's amazing. Like, just thinking about being a foster parent means that you should be a foster parent. So don't hold back and be like, oh, I don't know if I'd be good enough. Like, just you even having the thought that you could be a foster parent is good enough. And, just follow the rules and do it exactly how they say, and, you'll do fine. It's really great. It was one of the best times of my life. We want to do it again, but at the same time we don't. There's like a lot that goes into it, and a lot of rules that they don't even tell you until later when you make the mistake and you didn't know that you made a mistake. So, I just hear that from a lot of people on this foster care group that I'm in. They always complain, oh, I didn't know that was even an issue until my social worker told me that, and then they told me after the fact. And it's like, they almost set you up for failure by doing that, because they expect you to know all the rules, but they don't tell you them. And they say it's in this guideline rule book thing that you're supposed to read. Well, there's like probably 1,000 different like links that you have to go to find that, and search at each rule has a different link. So you have to do like hours and hours and hours and hours of research to know exactly every rule. And we're human beings. A lot of times we'll forget certain ones, or we won't read the whole thing. It's like a lot. So I don't blame people. Like, it is hard. Parenting is hard, and when you don't have a good support system, it can be even harder. So I'm lucky enough to have a good support system, and I always have people to reach out to if I need help. And I have my mom to help me if I need a babysitter. I have my sister to help me. If I had a question, I have foster people that have been, social workers, or there's the foster care liaison who is like family to the foster kids that I watch. So it really is good to have a good support system. So I went in with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer this time, just because I wanted to show you guys, like, it does work a lot better if you use that first. It's just really expensive, so I don't use it every time. And they give you this little tube. It's like, how is that supposed to last? So then I'm going with my black Sultry palette, Anastasia Sultry palette. And the black color, I'm just putting like on the corner and slowly patting it in, because you want it to be like pretty bold. You don't want it to be like gray looking, so you want to kind of poke until it becomes really dark, and just blend it forward into the crease. And then I went in and did that on the other side, because when you have black on your brush, you kind of just want to do both sides so you can get it done really fast. Because if you keep on swiping it and then clean, it's just too much to go back and forth. So just do both black first, and then I'm going to go in the inner corner and on the eyelid with Cyborg, which is a sparkly, shimmery silver color. And I love Cyborg, like just using it for a highlight on my eyebrow, underneath my eyebrow. It works really well, or like in the inner corners of my eyes. It works really well also. So I always feel really weird when I have a smoky eye and I'm like not done with it yet. It's like, it looks weird, but you can't look at it until it's done. Like, you can't judge it until it's the final product. Or else then I would just look crazy. So there's Cyborg. It's really pretty silver. And you want to blend it, but you also don't want to make it to be gray. So it's like, don't go all the way to the corner. Just go in the middle to blend the middle. And we are going to go back in with a fluffy brush after I get all the product on. And a lot of times it takes looking in the mirror and then blending it and then looking in the mirror and blending it, and like just keep going back and forth until it's completely golden. Like, you want to blend. Blending, honestly, 9 out of times 10 will save your eyeshadow look. If your eyeshadow look is looking kind of crazy, I suggest just try to blend it and see if that helps. And most of the time it does help. Even if it doesn't look exactly how you wanted it, it will still look better than how it did before it was blended, if that makes sense. So I went back in with a little bit more black because I wanted it to be more black on the corner. And I mean, a smoky eye is like, takes a lot of time. Like, it's almost like you're wanting to do like an ombre. You want it to go from light, medium, dark, but also like blend, so it takes a lot of time. And with this look, I was really trying to match my dress. Like, the smoky eye matches the black, and then the pink for my lips is going to match the flowers on my dress, which is really pretty. And I also have a rose on the left side of my chest that says Desiree, and then it says -13 because it was Friday the 13th tattoo. And that was also the year that I got it. So I was like, well, that's not so stupid because at least I'll remember the year that I got that tattoo, I guess, So I was like, that's what I was thinking when I got it. I don't hate that tattoo, but it was like my second tattoo. I don't like Friday the 13th tattoos anymore though, because I had another one on my wrist before I got my sleeve, my half sleeve, and it was ugly. So I definitely got that covered up with my half sleeve, and my half sleeve is beautiful, and I can't wait to get my other half sleeve. Well, I want to get 2 full sleeves completely, but I'm going to do all flowers and like a garden type theme on my left arm, and then all wildlife animals on my right arm. Right now I have a lion on my hand, and then on my left hand I have a rose, and then on my left forearm I have a rose, a sunflower, 2 lilies, and like 2 daisy type flowers, and then a butterfly. And I really love the butterfly. That's like one of my favorites. And then on my right hand I also have a cross that people say is upside down, but it's not. I did it like that on purpose because I wanted it to look like Demi Lovato's tattoo, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know why, but I love Demi Lovato so much. I really don't know why. I think I just like idolize her, and just like Camp Rock was one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. So I don't know, I just really stuck with Demi Lovato, and a lot of people don't like her for her drug problems, but it's like, she overcame that and she's trying to better herself. So how can you hate on somebody who's trying to better themselves? It doesn't really make any sense. To me, she's a great role model for trying to better herself. A lot of people who do drugs don't ever get out of that. They stay in that, or they end up dying or going to jail. So at least she's trying to get out of it. See, I really think that Joe Jonas should stay with her, and then she would have been on the clear path the whole time, but who knows? that always had me salty when they broke up. I was like, really? No, I'm just kidding. I don't really care about that. But, the whole Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez ordeal, I was kidding. Oh my God, I love Selena Gomez's new song, Hate You to Love Me, or whatever it's called. I love that song. It's so good. That's probably the best song that came out from her. But I just went in with like more concealer just to clean up that line, because a lot of times the eyeshadow will fall out onto your face and stuff and make it look like a raccoon. So you just kind of want to clean that line up and make it look sharp. And here I'm going with the fluffy brush just to blend a little bit more, because I did blend pretty well with the other brush, but fluffy brushes just blend so great. So if you ever feel like your eyeshadow isn't blended enough, just go in with a fluffy brush. And here I'm putting on my lipstick, which this is like a L'Oreal. No, it's Maybelline, and it's pink, like a light pink matte. The only thing I don't like about matte is that if you like eat something or you maybe talk a lot like I do, it sometimes will start to come up off your lip, and you have to reapply, and then when you reapply it gets kind of like weird. I don't know. I like matte though. Like, I don't like my lips to be sticky. It feels weird. And then you definitely want to make sure that there's no lipstick on your teeth, because yeah, that's kind of embarrassing. And then here I'm just going in with my Urban Decay Naked Illuminate bronzer, because it looks so nice. You want to look really extra sparkly and pretty and glowy when you're wearing glam. You just want to be like pa-pow in people's face. You know, you don't want to be boring because you're wearing so much nice makeup. Everything has to tie in together. And it looks so good, like, especially in person. It's really hard to tell on this camera. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's DRaystagram, and TikTok is DRayGthang. Thanks for watching.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator.